Shalom. Kol halo Yahweh Bashem Shai Bahashim Rekal Kavadash, double honors to the other apostles and other bishops, the great millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful light tabernacle of David. Mila Yahshua, I'm back with a WW3 Daily update. Shalom and salutations to you all. Today is War and Rumors of War Tuesday, where we go to Matthew 24 and 6, and we read, looking for this famous phrase, wars and rumors of wars. Reading in the King James, Matthew 24 and 6, and you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Then what we do, as we go in, we read these other versions. NIV said the same, wars and rumors. In LT, wars and threats. We have rumors and threats. And in good news, we have news. Rumors, threats, news of battles far away. And down here in the Aramaic, we have reports. Okay, rumors, news, threats, reports. Okay, we're going to let old Steckleneck here, Eric Steckleneck, give the right side view, the Israeli first view of what's going on with the Carmanians, all right? This guy is pro-Israel. Damn near like he lives in Israel the way he's talking, but anyway. Yeah, he's some sort of Christian that is all Israel first. What kind of American are? Well, I'm an Israel first American. I'm an American? Yeah, okay. What kind of American are you?
Folks, Eric Stacklebeck here. Welcome to the Watchman Newscast live stream. Obviously not the most scenic setting today. I'm in a hotel room, as you can tell, giving a speech tonight about the rise of Islam in the West, in particular, the threat to the United States and Europe.
And all that is more and more hype. See, they're going around the back way to get to the men of the Lord. The rise of Islam, the rise of Islam, and the black Muslims, and you guys are a bunch of black Muslims, and the black Hebrew Israelites, and you're speaking Muslims, and you're speaking Arabic, and you said blah.
It'll be interesting. So that's tonight, and I'll be back in studio tomorrow, but in the meantime, we talk about the swerve. That's why I called it back in June. President Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu basically fooling the world, and especially fooling the mainstream media here in America and in Israel.
There's some wars and rumors. Oh, they fooled everything. They pulled back and they fooled everything. Yeah, that's wars and rumors of war right there.
And leading the world, and in particular, and key, the Iranian regime, leading them to believe that the U.S. and Israel were not on the same page, that the U.S. would not only not support an Israeli strike on Iran and Iran's nuclear facilities, but the U.S. certainly wanted no parts of that at all.
Look at all these rumors surround me every day. I just need some time, right? Stop spreading news.
Well, history has been written. The 12-day war happened. Operation Midnight Hammer happened as well. And Bibi and Trump, they met 2 weeks after the 12-day war ended and Operation Midnight Hammer ended.
And Bibi got his ass whooped. You're leaving that part out. Stop spreading the lies. Stop spreading. Did you hear that one about Susan? Some say she must be gay. I tried to argue if she said it.
Resulting in the destruction of Iran's nuclear weapons program, the destruction of half of Iran's ballistic missiles, of many of its military leaders, nuclear.
What happened to Tel Aviv? What happened to the Israeli Mossad headquarters?
Scientists killed, and they kind of did a victory lap in D.C. at the White House. I was actually at the Blair House, which is right next to the White House, for a briefing with Prime Minister Netanyahu, me and a few other journalists.
Why are they doing it again? Why do they have to do it again if they did it at all the first time? Here we are. What was that, a couple of months ago? Now how much money are we spending on this round? How much money has already been spent with the carrier groups? Talking bullshit. We see what's going on.
Think of that, and they were riding high for sure. And the world had to feel duped because, again, the swerve happened. Trump and Netanyahu led the world to believe one thing, and they did another thing.
They got shut down. You're leaving that part out. Iran whooped your ass, and you know it. You had to beg the U.S. to come in and intervene to stop the ass whooping, and that's where we're at right now. You know better than to go up in there. You're not saying that. Get your rumors straight. Come on.
Well, we may be seeing right now, I believe,
the
swerve to end all swerves.
Oh, my God.
Bibi is heading back to the White House tomorrow, Wednesday, February 11th, to meet with President Trump, I believe, for the 7th time in the past year alone. Remember, it was around this time, I think February 6th or 7th last year, shortly after President Trump was sworn back into office, Bibi came to the White House, and after President Trump sprang on the world his Gaza plan to basically empty Gaza of the Palestinians who have destroyed Gaza and build high-rises there, build it into an economic zone, basically try something different because everything the so-called international community and successive U.S. administrations have tried over the past 70 years has not worked.
Oh!
So Trump said, wow, why don't we try something different?
Nothing has worked. Did you just admit that? Iran wins the 12-day war. What do you mean they learned nothing? They won. All claim victory. Who really won? Iran won. Israeli ex-minister admits IDF defeat in 12-day war. They got that ass whooped, if you didn't know. Don't let this propaganda fool you. Okay? Let's see how Hindustan Times is going to worm this. It says, speak. Israel's still not ready to defend itself in an all-out war.
Wider and deadlier war spreading across the Middle East. A former Israeli minister has made what many are calling a stunning and deeply alarming admission. Israeli ex-minister Avigdor Lieberman has openly admitted that Iran inflicted severe and unexpected damage on Israel's military capabilities during the conflict that erupted in June 2025. The former defense minister revealed that Iranian missiles successfully broke through Israel's advanced defense systems, overpowering them during a brutal 12-day confrontation. Lieberman's revelations, first reported by Iran state-affiliated Press TV, have surfaced at a tense moment, when global concerns are mounting that the US and Israel might be preparing for another potential war. Israel's former defense minister said, quote, "We have the best air force in the world, but at the same time, we saw the real power of Iranian ballistic missiles, Emad-1, Shahab-3, Khorramshahr, and others. Obviously, the Iranians struck strategic targets of Israel. I don't want to go into details. It's impossible to explain more now. The Iranians managed to destroy..."
This is the truth that was withheld from the public. Okay, people don't know about this because the West was able to make it look like, oh, we just went over there and shut them down. Nope. Nope, that's not what happened.
Details. It's impossible to explain more now. The Iranians managed to destroy the laboratory and all the accumulated research. All the data and results of our work over several decades, unquote. His remarks also coincided with growing reports suggesting that Israel may have urged Washington to hold off on a planned military strike against Iran, seeking more time to regroup. For several weeks, US President Donald Trump had repeatedly threatened to launch military action against Tehran amid violent protests, before surprisingly softening his stance later.
No, what happened was they tried to strike it, failed. They keep failing. The Most High, Yahweh Shemel Shah, is thwarting, okay, these attempts at whatever it is they're trying to achieve. Regime change, whatever they're calling it. Oh, your nuclear program, oh, regime change. You niggas can't get shit popping right now. That's what's going on. So long story short, Israel lost the 12-day war. Okay? Remember the 6-day, the 6-day war, the 6-day, they ain't talking about this shit. This is Iran's win. Nobody knows that. Iran won the 12-day war. That's why this thing is moving so slow. They know that Iran won that war, and they can't move on Iran right now. That's why Bibi's like, okay, wait, we ain't ready for that barrage. We ain't ready for that barrage. And when I say barrage, I'm talking about one big, long, non-ending barrage. These niggas could shoot missiles non-stop for fucking days and be cool. That's what's going on over there. That's what happened. Israel was overwhelmed with missiles in the 12-day war. And Iran wasn't even getting started yet. And let's get rid of some of that old shit, and then we'll put a couple of precision strikes to let these motherfuckers know we're not playing. That's what's going on right now. Iran, right now the Armenians have the upper hand. You don't even know that. Okay? It's not the Armenians. I'm sorry, Ak. It's not the Armenians that have the upper hand. Watch this. They both have the upper hand. They're together, right? They both have the upper hand if they're working together. They're fighting together and joined battle with them, right? And joined battle with them. So who has then shall the dragons have do not the Carmanian, the wild boars don't have the upper hand with them? Of course they do. Okay, let's read that. 2 Ezra 15 and 30. Also the Carmanian, the Iranians, right? Persians, raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood. And with great power shall they come and join battle with them. With who? With the dragons, with the Arabs, right? Join battle with them and shall waste a portion of the land, or they're going to be whooping ass right here on the Babylonians. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand. Why? Because the Carmanians came and joined battle with, they all had the upper hand. Okay? Right after they conspire together, they just did that. You can't use our damn airspace. Understand? So we're there already. Okay? How old is this? 2 weeks. All right? So if this went down back in June, right? They're saying this 2 weeks ago, it wouldn't be a good idea to go fucking around because it's going to be a 6-day war. Please stop shooting an endless barrage of missiles after fucking 6 days. 5-day war. That's what's about to happen, and they know that.
Before the 12-day Iran-Israel war broke out, diplomats from the United States and Iran had reportedly held at least 5 intense rounds of negotiations aimed at reviving Tehran's controversial nuclear program. During those talks, Iran had drawn a firm red line, insisting that it must be allowed to continue enriching uranium within what it called its sovereign rights under international law.
I'm worried about the missiles.
On June 13th, however, Israel launched a large-scale military strike against Iran.
That's what happened. Okay. What happened is the small hats launched, right? Small hats launched. And that's what they're about to do right now. Okay. Israel says BB says, will attack Iran if U.S. doesn't. He did say that. Let's see if it goes there. 1 day ago, Israel warns, will strike Iran alone. Bibi pushes. So at the least of the flock is pushing them. So what did they just do? Or in the first one, they started the shit. They're gonna start it again and then expect Trump to go in there, and they're gonna do it. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them. I mean, they're definitely gonna be drawn. All right. So anyway, wars and rumors of war Tuesday. We'll just go ahead and end it right there. Let's hit it. Where's this leading? Rev 11:14. Pray that you are edified. Revelation 11:14. The second woe is past. Behold, the third woe is coming shortly. What is that, Berean? That we pray that the elect will edify you, brother and sister. Shalom.